Seconds Out, sponsored by Gencor, science-backed wellness and skincare. Click the link below.
Okay, good boy.
Okay, guys, fire away. Derek, what's your initial reaction to sharing 12 rounds with Deontay Wilder?
Good 12 rounds. He can hit.
Was the power as good as you expected?
Yeah. He loads it up though. So he's got tail signs before he chucks, he loads it up. But when he gets you, he can hit.
Did you agree with the scorecards?
No, I didn't agree with that. You know, the ropes were very loose. I went on the ropes, he fell into me, pushed me, the ref said break, and it broke. I went through the ropes, they started counting. The second time, they took a point, and then still counted me out, but I don't understand why. Listen, it is what it is.
Derek, do you think that you should have won the fight?
Yeah. The last round, I won the last round. I don't understand. I don't know how you guys scored it. Brother, you score fights a lot. Tell me.
I'll be honest with you, I didn't score this one because I didn't think we were going to see the end of the 12th round. I didn't even bother. I thought this was going to be a knockout for sure.
On which side?
It's a tough one. I have to watch it back. I'll let you know tomorrow.
He's fucking set up. Bastard. Don't come to my house anymore.
Huh? Apart from his power, was there anything else that you were surprised about more impressive?
He likes to hold a lot. Yeah. I thought he was very good inside, but he was not good inside. He likes to hold a lot. Yeah.
I saw him one of the earlier rounds. Had a tussle.
Yeah, I tell you what I did though. I know, I love Deontay, but I know I broke two things, his hand and his rib, because right now he can't talk and stand right now. Yeah.
How does Usyk get on with if he was at Wilder, how does Wilder get on with the rest of the division if he was to fight an Usyk in move on, for example?
He'll do well. He's got power. Wilder's got power for the first 3 rounds. And then after he fades away, but he's always got that power. He's got that power. I'm not going to take that away from him. He's got power.
Derek, I just feel now that, well, that's it, over.
Excuse me?
Now that your career is technically over now, then does that
Yeah. It's not over. Well,
I've been asking him that all week. This is the first time he's given that reply.
I said it's not over. I didn't say I'm going to fight again, but I might do something else in boxing.
I'll tell you.
Do you still feel like you want to fight again, Derek? As you say it now?
You know what? I don't know. Don't know. Big God, God, honest truth, I do not know. Do I still want to fight again? Should I fight against Zion? Go on, wave at the people. Wave.
Out.
Derek, you've had an absolutely incredible career. What would be the biggest lesson you've taken away from everything that you've experienced so far?
That don't matter. They can be sitting next to you on your left or right, but they're still scumbags.
I think everybody, and Derek,
But I want to be honest with you. Let me be very honest with you. You know, boxing is a very small circle. You know, it can be in America, it can be in London. It's a very small circle. You know, we are all scumbags, but we all like to work with each other as scumbags.
I don't think it has to be that way, Derek.
No, it is. And I'll tell you why.
Tell me why.
I boxed on his show in Germany, and he robbed me point blank. Yeah, Finland. Yeah, point blank. And he knew he robbed me, but he kept on smiling at me like, "Don't worry about it, we can," you know. And then 14 later, yeah. So
Okay, so you've been calling us scumbags all week, right? And you've
Okay,
been
go
wearing
on.
shirts that says scumbag.
yeah, go on,
Do you feel you were treated like a scumbag?
bro. I'm a scumbag too.
You're not a scumbag.
I am. Come here, sweetie. Come. Let my door come through. Come here, darling. Come.
Sit next to Daddy.
Well, I've had multiple boxers call me scumbags quite famously at press conferences, so I'm fine with that. But what I would like to just point out, it's rare. In fact, it's not rare. It's extremely rare that at the 12th round of a heavyweight fight, you have 16,800 people on their feet, jumping up and down at heavyweight. I'm trying to think of the last one I've seen live, and Derek Chisora is boxing. You cut him open, which would take someone who'll have a chainsaw to do, I know. But it's just boxing. He can do whether he wants to fight again, whether he wants to promote, whether he wants to be a trainer, whether he wants to be a personality, commentator, whatever he does, he's entertaining. Yeah. This fight tonight, well, it wasn't a world title fight. It's done fantastic numbers box office wise. It's had a full O2. It's captured the nation for a week. Tanks and God knows what else happened. But that's Derek Chisora, Everyone was waiting, is he going to push? Is he going to do this? And, when was the last time Derek Chisora actually pushed someone at a face-off? When was the last time? I can't remember. It was it was years ago. He was a young man still. He's changed, and we've changed with him, and we've grown to love him. And tonight was just a fantastic. I was
still provoking him. I wanted him to do something.
I was so proud.
Yeah, that's a scumbag coming out of there.
I know, but I think we're all, all the media. You followed most of his career, so you as well. What a night for Derek. What a night for Derek. It's just.
Was it a good fight?
Phenomenal.
Great fight. It was
Definitely not the most technical of fights, Del, but it was
not.
exciting.
It was not because
it was a shootout.
there was too much holding on. There was too much holding on. Do you want to say something, darling? Do you want to go and say something in the mic? Go on, tell yourself. Tell yourself. Tell your name.
I feel great that my dad won, but I also feel sad that another person lost.
I lost.
and this is how Derek, his mentality is. The Chisoras are always winners, right? Daddy did an amazing job.
So, but I kind of feel bad.
Why do you feel bad? Look at him. He did a great job. Everybody was so happy for him.
Yeah, but what about another person? He has a family, and then another one, people don't get to cheer on for him. That's sad.
So let me ask you this. What would happen if it was the other way around? What if Daddy would have lost and the other guy would have won? Would you be just as happy?
He's knocked out.
Well, he won lots of medals.
No, I didn't win.
What about people can do a change and he can win some fight?
Daddy's always.
What about that?
How about that Easter egg hunt we're going to do tomorrow?
Go on, sing for us. Sing for Daddy.
Nah.
Please? Can you sing for Daddy? Go on, sing for Daddy, please.
He is super embarrassing.
Can you sing for me? Can you sing for me?
La 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 la. Nobody can hear him.
Okay.
Forget about this.
Okay, you don't want to sing for me. Go on. Can't stop me now.
Hear him singing. Oh, he's singing. Look. Feel this. Look at him. He's singing.
Okay. Your brother. Listen, it was a great fight. I have to go home and talk to the boss, but it is what it is.
One more question.
Go on.
If your career was a movie, what would be the title?
Fuck it, let's go.
Derek, can I get a reaction to your walkout? Can you talk me through, stood on the ramp, what was going through your head, the whole O2?
I was like, fuck, here I go again. I was like, what am I doing here? But I'll be honest with you, I'm tired now. I can't do it anymore. When you know it's time, it's just time. I've had a great career. I always say, boxing opens doors and it opens legs as well. Yeah, so it's been amazing.
Derek, are there other avenues that you want to take within boxing if it's not in the ring at this stage?
I know Zoof have emailed me. They say they want me to come and join them. So
scumbag. Scumbag.
Are we going to see more of you on Delicious TV?
Nah, we'll see. I don't know. Right now, I'm just gonna chill out. Thank you, Misfits maybe. Ooh, that's a good one. Can I fight your heavyweights at Misfits?
Chase tomorrow night.
Yeah. Done. I'm going Misfits now.
He's back.
I'm back. Thank you very much. Get home safe.
Oh boy.
You didn't want to sing. You didn't want to sing.
Oh my God, are you ever gonna get fed up of me singing or what?
No. It's what to put up with.
Don't listen to him. He's such a jerk.
Surprised to see you here.
Seconds Out, sponsored.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, fire away. Let's take them one at a time. Congratulations, champ.
Thank you so much.
Welcome back.
Yes, sir. Congratulations to you as well.
Thank you.
MF Pro, one
Yes,
of the
sir.
best in the world, baby.
Thank you for your trust.
Yes, brother.
Deontay, what's your official reaction for the 12 rounds of Derek Chisora? How is the hand and how was it in there with Derek?
Oh man, I had a blast. I had an amazing time. I knew there was going to be a war, coming behind enemy lines, especially fighting Derek. When you're fighting Derek, you already know to prepare yourself because it's going to be a long night, especially if you don't knock him out. And it's just amazing. This is his 50th fight. This is my 50th fight. And what better way for him to retire within the Deontay Wilder, right here being at home as well. A lot of people ask me, do you believe he's retired? Yes, I do. He promised his wife and his children that he will. So why not believe that? You know what I mean? And look, the man have fought everybody. As a fighter, you can only wish to fight as many credible fighters as he have done. So why not be able to retire at this point in time? Even in the ring, I was thinking about his retirement, and it was time that my team say, all right, this is time to push forward, put a little bit more pressure. But I held back a couple of times because when I cut his eye open, I started thinking about him being with his children. When I saw veins coming out of his temple, I started thinking about, this is a dangerous sport. I felt a little sympathy for him. I even was talking to Derek. I was like, Derek, come on, bro. We need to stop this, man. We need to stop this. He didn't say nothing. Then I started saying it again. Come on, Derek. Then he said, you hit like a bitch. So,
There is a point in the fight, and I'm seeing clips. Did you say to him, I love you, and then you punched him, or did you say olive juice or elephant shoe?
I did tell him I love him. I said, I'm going to whoop your bitch.
You said, I love you, and then you threw that right hand.
Most definitely, because I truly do. When I say things to people, I truly mean it. And I think this just brought us even closer. Derek is a wonderful man outside of boxing. I look at him and I look at me, and and people get the perspective of me because of the certain things that I say, and maybe certain things I do in boxing, and they think they know who I am, and they judge me off of that. But I'm a beautiful man outside of boxing. I'm a wonderful man. I love people too much, and sometimes when you're too good, those are the people that get hurt the most, which had me in a place of I had to heal and get myself together. So, looking at Derek, he's a beautiful man outside of boxing. He'll do anything for you. And yeah, he play around a lot and he gets serious at times, but that's just him. That's his personality. And you gotta love somebody that's gonna be real with you. And it's just a beautiful moment. I'm happy to be able to share that ring with him.
Deontay, you mentioned thinking about Derek in the ring. People have spoken about obviously your mentality in your recent fights compared to when you were WBC champion of the world. Is that element of thinking about Derek in the ring what's going to maybe hold you back in what some people would say from maybe going in there and doing what you did when you were champion?
Not at all, because I don't have that same relationship with everybody. It's slim to none. You don't really find those relationships. The next person that I have a relationship like that, probably even more because I've been knowing him longer, is Malik Scott. That's my brother, So anybody else, I won't have no mercy on. I wouldn't think about that, And I probably wouldn't have held back so much if I didn't think about him being retired, going home with his kids as well. See, I'm a family man. I think about my children. I think about this dangerous sport that we're in, And I sympathize for fighters, you know. I'm an advocate for fighters as well because once we're done, nobody give a fuck about us. Let's be real. Because there's 100 more guys lined up to take our position. Of course, many people, oh, he was a hell of a fighter, and then some say they help out, but do you truly help out? I don't think so, because there's still fighters out there that's still begging for money, that can't speak. Some of them is on bed. Man, it's making me think about a certain fighter that now he got to be fed through a straw when he was the breadwinner of his family. And now it's the opposite side around, you know, and this is what boxing does for you. And when it's done, nobody cares about you. So all those things went through my head, you know, in my mind of fighting him, you know, while being in a fight, knowing that he's dangerous. I'm thinking about this, and he's probably thinking about, I'm finna knock this motherfucker out, you know, and retire. But I'm thinking about, no, I want him to go home to his kids so he can still enjoy them, play with them, can talk to them, and do all other things as well, you know.
Deontay, what's your message to those that have doubted you over the past few years? Do you feel like you've reminded the world of the heavyweight division just who you are?
Like I said before, many people doubted me, many people counted me out, many people threw dirt on my name, but you can't throw dirt on someone that's chosen. I'm chosen, you know, and each and every time I step in the ring, each and every time I train, I'm getting better and better and better, getting myself together, you know. I am truly healed and I'm truly back. You know, many people have the story of me mistaken. People put narratives on me all the time and it's always wrong. You know, half of the things, 98% of the things that's said about me is wrong, you know. People still going around a narrative that my wife or whatever, I only had one wife, that's it. Nobody else has been my wife. I haven't proposed to anyone or anything, you know what I mean? So, you know, a lot of narratives are out about me to try to put me in a bad light. And, you know, I don't have the time to put out every fire that's lit about me. I don't care. You know, many times I can go on social media and, you know, I can, you know, make I can say many things, you know. I can go on there and talk about this and talk about that. I don't waste my time with that because I believe silence is golden. And I'd rather, if you say something about me, hey, okay, I'm gonna take that. I'm sitting back, I'm enjoying my children. I work and I go home to my children. That's it. I'm a working man, I'm a family man, I go home to my children. So, you know, with the doubters, you need the doubters as well too. You need some motivation, some inspiration. And the doubters, the haters, they give you that no matter what they say. It doesn't fade me. It doesn't bother me because I am living. We're in England, but I'm living the American dream.
Did you exchange a few words with Anthony Joshua?
It wasn't an exchange. I mean, it wasn't a few words. You know, I dapped it up with him, and I said, "Now let's get it on." And it was simple as that.
Is that the fight you want next, Deontay?
I'm ready for whoever. You know, it's whoever. As long as these guys is in the heavyweight division, I'm here. You know, like I said, you can call me Mr. Clean because I want to clean up the whole division. The heavyweight division is nothing without Deontay Wilder. The character that I bring, the things that I say. What other fighter you know make things go viral? From the things that he say from different interviews and stuff. I don't know not one. You know, and with that being said, you need that type of character. Somebody that's real, somebody that's passionate about what he say. And unapologetic for what he say because I feel what I say and I mean what I say. These are not emotions that I speak from. This is passion in my heart that I speak from. A lot of these guys are scared to speak about certain things, especially unjust. You know, they're scared, but I am not. I'm not afraid, and a lot of people do things to stay relevant, but you know, all my accomplishments. Most of my accomplishments have been set in stone within a statue, so I don't have to do much to stay relevant. Because when I die, I'll always be remembered, no matter what.
Deontay, Ahmed from Papua here. It seemed throughout the fight that you were quite upset with the ref when he
my goodness.
counted a knockdown against you, took a point off, allowed Chisora to fight a bit dirty as well.
It's crazy. I mean, you're looking at, if the ref was fair, you're looking at a third round stoppage. It's so many things went on. I got hit in the back of the head like at least 10 to 12 different times. And then when I finally want to retaliate and hit back, you point fingers at me, Deontay, don't you? I'm like, man, this man keep hitting me in the back of the head. I'm getting dizzy at times, but I'm bouncing back. I'm getting dizzy, but I'm bouncing back. You know how many fighters got hit in the head and and don't wake up tomorrow. That's why I might not even go to sleep tonight because of the awareness that I of the awareness of getting hit in the back of the head and you not waking up tomorrow or something happening or something forming. I feel good externally, but internally something may be developing inside of me that I can't see right now because a referee decided to allow something to happen that it shouldn't have happened. That was one of the things the referee asked, do we have questions? And Shelley brought it to his attention. That was one of the things we warned him to not do. It's allow him to hit me in the back of the head. And then it's supposed to have been a disqualification because his team ran up in the ring. I mean, damn, I'm fighting Derek and the referee. I'm like, it's crazy, you know?
Look, if, 1 second. If any or all of you want to look up the rules, 1, if your corner enters the ring, it's an automatic disqualification.
X.
Number 2, if you're pushed, knocked out of the ring, you have 20 seconds to get in. You are not allowed to be helped by your corner. 3, if you get hit and you're falling and you grab the rope, it's an automatic 8 count. 4, if you get hit after it's stopped, it's up to the discretion of the ref to take a point off. He takes it off him, but he doesn't treat fair. Number 5, when Derek went back and touched his eye, the ref, that's not allowed. You either stop the fight or you don't interfere. These are rules of the game, and they can be checked. And I'm glad my guy won because I was afraid he was going to get robbed.
Yeah. Would that stop you fighting in the UK again?
What's that again?
We love the people
if you
here.
was fighting, say, for example, Anthony Joshua, would that reasoning there stop you from fighting over here again?
No, it wouldn't. You know, I mean, one bad apple don't spoil the show. You know, won't spoil the show for me. You know, I love coming over here where some of the best fans in the world is. You know, this is like the second sport, you know, for box. I mean, this is the second sport here, which I call it a business. Everyone else calls it a sport because I know the truth behind the closed doors of what goes on. So, you know, they love boxing. It's the second major sport. In America, it's like the 7th or 8th. So why not be able to come somewhere where boxing is loved? I would love to come here. You know, we just, you know, when you get certain referees, you just, I don't know, you know, you know, it's a scary thing, you know, it's a scary, that's why a lot of these fighters, you know, get on certain drugs to put in their body to do things that their bodies don't supposed to do because they're afraid not only of getting robbed by referees and stuff, but again, they thinking the other fighters are cheating as well and things getting away. They're getting away with a lot of things, especially being in the home, having home advantage, you know. But I don't let those things get in my mind, you know. I really love this sport, you know, and being in this sport, I saw a lot of evil in the amateurs, and it opened my eyes to a lot of things, and I understand things is gonna happen, you know. I just hope and pray that the boxing commission, the people, do something about these things. That referee shouldn't be able to ref again. That's just my honest opinion. You know, how many times I got hit in the back of the head, and, you know, I mentioned a mouthpiece, which I have today, which is the Zeus mouthpiece. It allows me to absorb certain punches. It allows me to line, you know, my mouth is lined up together. And that's why I was able to take certain punches and stuff. And, you know, I told people to check it out. You know, it's xe/us.com. If you want to know more about this, I think every professional should have one of these mouthpieces, you know, and it helps other people out, runners. It helps, you know, if you're an athlete, you're doing a lot of things, lifting weights or whatever. This is the new technology for mouthpieces right here. I'm telling you. That's why I was able to absorb a lot of his punching and do a lot of things. I had a lot of good. I had a great time up in the ring, and I'm looking to have more fun.
Deontay.
Jack.
Derek said in here that he might have broken your hand and your rib.
Say that again?
Derek in here said he thinks you might have broken one of your hands and one of your ribs. Is that true?
Not my ribs, but I think I may have broken my hand, you know, or maybe have a small fracture in it. I'm able to move it, you know. I done broke it so many times, you know. I know what it feels like and know what it looks like. It maybe it's just a little bit swollen, but it may have a little small fracture. So when I get back home, we will do x-rays and stuff and see how it is, you know. And this is why I wanted to come. I had a specific glove that I designed and I made and stuff, and you know, it was a lot of different situations with the gloves and stuff. Because I've been in this situation. This is my 50th fight. I done broke this hand so many different times, and still having to fight inside of the ring, and nobody understands what it feels like to risk your life, and then when you're disabled in certain areas, to still have to carry on with the fight. You know, it's crazy, but we're warriors, and we love doing this, and you know, the drilling be so high in the ring, you really don't feel it. But I think I hit him on the top of the head one time, and I started shaking my hand, and that's when it happened, you know. But I had to carry on. I couldn't cry. I couldn't go. This ain't tag, you know. This ain't no tag team, and I don't have no substitutes. Right. So I had to suck it up and deal with it. And once everything wore down, I said, "Oh shit!" I started feeling my hand. Mm-hmm. I started feeling the back of my head, the multiples of punches that been hitting the back of the head. I started feeling a lot of other different things, but you know, I'm just gonna pray, ask God for mercy, and.
Let me just. I'm sorry.
Yeah, go ahead,
just, you know, the last two questions. You know, that's
sure.
What I want to
That's
say.
fine.
That's your discussion. Wilder, he was smiling quite a bit.
Yeah.
In fact,
Mm-hmm.
could you please depict us or show us what that smile was basically showing?
It was a lot of emotions of feeling I'm back, I'm having fun. This is the 50th fight for me. This is the 50th fight for my brother. And it's just an honor to be in the ring with him. It was an honor to be in the O2, finally put my name, you know, in the chapters of the book as far as, you know, fighting in this arena. It was a lot of
MF Pro.
Sorry. Fighting on the MF Pro, the best promotion in business. And I say that, and I mean it. And I say that because this man has been a great fighter himself. So he understands, he knows how it feels to get in that ring to risk his life. He knows what it feels to go through so many different things and what a fighter must go through to survive in the ring, to survive in boxing. That's why I respect him so much. He have put his life on the line before. Now, we have a lot of promoters that have never, ever fought in a day in life, let alone risk their lives for anything, you know? And so how can you be respected if you never been in there and never put your life on the line, you know? But for him, he have, and now he get all my respect. And I honestly, yeah, man, it's the truth, baby. Yeah, bro. Blessing. Oh, most definitely. Why not? You know, like I said, he's one of the best in the world. So why not be able to come and fight with them again? I think all fighters, if you really want to get treated right, if you want to get, you know, even with the per diems, man, that was amazing. I ain't gonna even lie to you. Even with the per diem of things, man, he came through.
Thank you.
Who's
doubting it?
This is.
Johnny, what's your timeline for coming back? What?
Well, first, let's see how long his hand and what that is. That will dictate the time frame. And look, he worked real hard to be ready for this, and it's time to take a little bit of a break.
Yeah.
Make sure the hand heals properly. So, you know, you're not going to have him back in by June. Let's put it
Most
that way.
definitely. And, you know, right now, all I can think about is my children. I'm going back home. I'm a loving father. I have 7. I'm looking to have 7 more. If it was up to me, I have 50. You know, I love being a father, and I just can't wait to get back home to my best friends.
Deontay, talking about before, when you're in the changing rooms, a lot of pressure on tonight. How did you put it to the back of your head?
Say that again?
How did you put the pressure on tonight to the back of your head?
Oh, I mean, you know, it's a strong prayer that I say. I won't share it with everyone, but it's something that I pray to God about, to giving me confirmation, clarity, and wisdom and courage to go out, especially when I'm behind enemy lines, to block out the noise, to block out the people, to block out everything, and be able to do what I have to do. And you know, God is good. He's amazing, and He is King of all. You know, and you know.
What you think about potential fight with Close at the time of the Rising Star here in the UK?
Yeah, man. For again, I mean, I'm in the heavyweight division, all these other characters is in the heavyweight division. Why not? You know what I mean? And I'm not dodging anyone. You know, I'm a veteran in the game. You know, and And I'm looking forward to fighting any and all, you know, especially if the fans want to see it, then why not? You know, let's see. I didn't know who Moses was. I seen some of his highlights. I seen his last fight against Franklin. What a hell of a KO that he did, you know, and he seems like a potential champion that you guys have here. And so, hey, why not test him out?
Where do rematches with Joe Clark and Shank or even another one?
Oh, most definitely, because I wasn't healed at those times, you know, and right now I am fully healed. You know, and a lot of people blame it on Malik Scott, and look, if Emmanuel Stewart could have came out of his grave and it wouldn't have done no justice, because I wasn't healed mentally and I wasn't healed physically. You know, nobody knew that I had a shoulder injury. Even if sparring, even in training, I can barely lift my hands, you know, and it was a lot of fights. So those fights I shouldn't even took, but that's just me. I'm a warrior. I just wanted to see how I would do in certain situations. Once I write a book about certain things, all the injuries that I had, I still took fights and stuff, man, people would be very surprised at what I've been able to do. You know, I got a high tolerance in pain, and I think I owe it to that as well, because I would have never done it, you know. But, you know, to be fair with Malik, you know, I wasn't physically healed. I wasn't mentally healed. I was convincing myself, especially with the mental state of being, because of what all I have gone through with the betrayal of so many different people, you know. I wasn't healed, and I was convincing myself that I would have time too, but not knowing that I didn't have the time. I didn't, you know. At times I was crying in camp, you know, sharing tears and stuff, because I couldn't believe what was going on with me in my life, and the betrayal of so many people, even down to my mutual brother, my real brother. You know what I mean? Stealing from me, lying to me, backstabbing me, when I gave him everything. I used to change his diapers. I used to stop him from eating soap when he was little. And this is the respect, and this is the disrespect and the repayment that he gives to me. It hurts, you know, but when you're a great person, you might as well buckle up, because you're always going to get people that hurt you. You know, the good people are always going to get hurt the most, but you just gotta stay strong. I was at the bottom. I was low, and unfortunately, when you lose by yourself. When you win, everybody with you. And I had to come back. I had to get myself together. And I'm healed now. I still got ways to go, but I'm damn well on my way.
You've been very honest about your mental health struggles and stuff like that. Do you feel like this is the most you've found yourself at peace?
Most definitely. I'm so happy. And I owe it to my family. You know, I owe it to so many people I could name, you know, and they know who they are, you know, especially my children. Like I said, they're my best friends. And when you have children that's loving, they don't see other things. They can hear certain things about their father, whatever, but that's not going to stop them from coming and say, "Daddy, I love you. Daddy, you're the best dad in the world." You know, sometimes when I miss them, some of my younger girls, my 8-year-olds, they would if I don't pick up the phone, they would leave me voice messages, and every time I save them. And it'll make me cry at times. You know, I'm in my 40s, and I'm so emotional at this stage of my life. It's crazy. You know, but I love it, though. I love it, because they show you that I'm a real man, that I don't care what people see. I don't care what people say, because I know that I'm helping somebody. And like, damn, if Champ can do it or whatever, why not me too? Especially in the culture that I come from, that teaches you don't show emotions, don't cry, because, you know, crying show weakness and all that different things. But that is a lie, you know. And every given time, every time I feel sad or I feel happy, feel like crying, you're gonna see it of me, you know. I love it because it's a cleansing.
That was the last one.
Ladies and gentlemen, thank you all very much. Congratulations, Deontay.
Talk about this guy, Joey Scott. Talk about him, Joey Scott.
Joey Scott.
Is that a question or a threat?
Yeah, that's my brother, Joey.
Oh, man, take him out of here, man. Cut his per diem off.